Here at McCombs, the Center for Global Business is building tomorrow's global leaders by empowering today's university students. So we are asking business leaders from diverse industries to share why international business expertise is increasingly important and why students should be preparing to lead and succeed by developing their global understanding and strong international skills. I'm Robert Williams, a member of the Center's Board of Advisors, and today I'm meeting with Jabar Singh, President and CEO of Scotiabank Copatria and head of Scotiabank's operations in Central America and the Caribbean. Jabar is the youngest CEO and Tier 1 country leader in Scotiabank's history. He is a seasoned leader with more than 15 years of experience in corporate, commercial, and investment banking across Canada, the Dominican Republic, Colombia, and Chile. He has led wholesale banking business in both Chile and Colombia, delivering record results and earning international recognition, including Best Investment Bank in Chile in 2022 by Euromoney and Latin Finance. Beyond his executive responsibilities, he also has taught corporate finance at the MBA level and holds degrees from the University of Paris in Sorbonne, Duke University, and the Pontificia Universidad Católica Madre y Maestra. Jabar, it's a pleasure to have you with us.
Thank you so much, Robert. Thanks, and hello to everyone at McCombs, all the students, all the faculty, and all the professors. This was an invitation that excited me from the onset because it came from not only a leader I respect, a colleague I admire, but also a friend that I value a lot, Robert and you. So thank you for the invitation.
Thank you very much, Jabar. Let's begin with your current responsibilities so that students can better understand your perspective. What is your role in the organization?
So there's two ways to answer that. The more orthodox way would be, what's my job, my mandate, and my scope of work? So currently, as you said, I'm the president of Scotiabank in Colombia and also the head for the region of Central America and the Caribbean, with the responsibility of the overall strategy and execution for this region, which is comprised by 13 countries, spans different geographies, more than 40 legal entities. We serve more than 6 million clients, and we have a group of amazing Scotiabankers of 13,000 strong. Now, how do I feel my responsibility truly is? It's quite simple, Robert. My role is to safeguard and act as the custodian of our people and our clients and their trust and their well-being through the bank. If I get those two things right, I'm doing my job well, and I'm adding value not only to our organization, but also to the communities we serve.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Jabar. You've had leadership experience across several countries. Let's explore how your industry has been changing. How has your business become more global in recent years?
Well, Scotiabank being Canada's most international bank, by definition and by design, we are a global bank. We're a premier global financial institution with over 90,000 employees through over 50 different geographies and serving or having the privilege to serve a client base that exceeds 25 million clients globally. But being global isn't just about a geography or having many flags in different countries throughout the world and sites of operation. It's more about a mindset. So we do strive to have a truly global mindset, which means connecting different languages, cultures, heritage, the idiosyncrasies of the different markets where we have the opportunity to operate, all the history, and obviously connecting and leveraging different leadership styles to really drive value, shareholder and client value. We break down silos, we develop talent, we build a culture of inclusion, which is really a trademark of our organization, because diversity isn't just a value, it's really an engine for innovation. That's at least the way we see it. I've always tried to think global and act local, which isn't as obvious or as easy to do when you work at a large global financial institution or any other multinational or global firms. it's very easy to get caught up with this one cookie cutter approach, where sometimes we think or we feel that something that worked in London or New York or Toronto can then automatically work in Brazil, Chile, or Mexico. That's seldomly the case, and vice versa. So really, it's trying to capture the value of being a global bank, but then adapting to the local market nuances. One colleague of mine, I can't take credit for this, once told me, we need to be global and local. So we coined the phrase glocal. That's what we try to do.
Very well, very well. Thank you. So, you've been talking about what a global mindset looks like when you think about it from the bank's perspective. But what does the global mindset mean to you specifically?
Well, Robert, it means everything to me, because as you know, it's really why I joined Scotiabank in the first place, approximately 16 years ago. And it was that promise of being able to work at an international institution like Scotiabank and pursuing an international career. Similar to you, Robert, I've had the privilege of having had an amazingly rich international career with Scotiabank. Started in Dominican Republic, then went to Toronto, oversaw corporate finance for different markets in Latin America, then went to Colombia, then to Chile, then back to Colombia, and now in this new role, I'm going to be entering and relocating to the Caribbean shortly. So it's amazing. I feel amazingly privileged for that. And it's knowing that, leadership is not about imposing one business model or one mindset everywhere, but rather it's integrating the best each culture has to offer and creating something new. That's what we've tried to do at Scotiabank. Obviously, a lot more to do in the future. Staying alert to global trends, it's an imperative, and especially this time and age where so many things are changing from a geopolitical and a macroeconomic perspective globally. Being able to bring that and also connect with, as I said, the local nuances of each market, because challenges today don't stop at borders. Neither should the solutions we offer our client and our staff.
Excellent. Thank you. So going a little bit beyond definitions, why does having a global mindset matter for employees in your organization?
The easy answer would be because we're a global bank, and being a global bank, it's a prerequisite or a requirement for our employees to have this global mindset. But in reality, it really, in my opinion, falls short of what it really is or should be, right, which is that opportunities are everywhere and they're ours to grab. So in order for our employees to seize them and take advantage of them, they must be prepared. And a team with a global mindset can succeed anywhere in the world and without losing, their proper essence. Working across borders requires openness, collaboration, resilience, grit, and the reward is being able to drive extraordinary impact wherever you are in the global geographic setting. I truly encourage all the students listening to pursue an international career, which doesn't mean that they need to end their career in somewhere outside of what they consider their home market. But I'm sure you'll echo this, Robert, as well, because I think both of us have had that privilege. Pursuing cross-functional rotations, international projects, assignments, whether it's in training or in full effect of a job or a scope or a mandate, it has such great virtue for an employee and for an individual, both on a professional and personal front, to have that depth and breadth and variety of experience to be able to test and prove your skill sets, competencies, experience in other markets that are outside of your comfort zone. And from a family perspective, for those students or anyone listening that has a family, whether it's a young family or a family to be, I also encourage having an international career or moving internationally, because it really, really strengthens the core of your family, and I hope, develops resiliency, grit, adaptation to change to the children, so that when they become young professionals or students, as many of you on the call, they'll tap into that previous knowledge and say, no matter what the challenge is, I know that I can make it happen.
I can absolutely relate with that. As you say, we've both had international careers in Scotiabank, and they are very fulfilling for sure. So finally, let's bring this back to our students at UT who are preparing for international careers. What advice would you give to current students looking to have a global career within your organization? Are there any types of courses you would recommend that they take, especially within international business? Or are there any experiences that they should prioritize, such as studying or working abroad?
Well, definitely working abroad, as I said previously, it's amazing. It's an MBA or a postgraduate study in itself. So that combined with a curriculum, academic curriculum that I know that in such an amazing school as Macomb's, they're being privileged to have, it's a unbeatable combo. I've been obsessed for the last year with a phrase that I either read or listened to somewhere, so I don't take credit for it, but it says, or it goes, how big would you dream if you knew you could not fail? And I've seen so many people dream big or have a clear North Star, which is very ambitious, but they fail at getting to that objective because either they don't have the work ethic, the resiliency, or the conviction to go through those rites of passage to be able to get to that ultimate goal or objective with the required level of determination. Or on the opposite side, I've seen so many hard workers that are super hardworking in the day-to-day, resilient, etc., but they don't have that North Star horizon of what their ultimate goal and objective is, both in life and in career. So I would try, if people are able to combine them both, that's where the magic happens. So let's try to aim to be dream doers, which means dreaming big, but doing whatever it takes to get to that ultimate objective. Advice: stay human, stay humble, be self-aware. If I were to give one single piece of advice to the students, is really focus on being self-aware, leverage your strengths, but more important, work on your areas of opportunity or weaknesses. What got us here won't get us there. And then a self-aware individual has all it takes to be successful, not only in his or her career, but in life.
Jabar, thank you very much for sharing your insights with us today. Your experience leading across markets and your emphasis on global mindset will be invaluable to our students.
Thank you, Robert. And once again, hello to everyone.